Okay, this is going to be first grade sight word instruction. I'm going to do the first 100 words, and I have sorted them into different columns. We have the closed syllables, which is vowel, consonant, consonant, or vowel, consonant, consonant, consonant. We have open syllables, which means it ends in a vowel, usually long vowel sounds. We have vowel, consonant, E, which the vowel is typically long. We have R-controlled vowels, then we have vowel teams or chunks, and then we also have consonant LE, consonant LE. All right, we're gonna go back over here to the first one. So with this one, we are looking for the patterns first, So I have on this one, I have vowel, consonant, consonant. The vowel here is gonna say short vowel sound. So how many sounds? And. Then we have jump. This is a digraph. A digraph is when we put 2 or 3 letters together to make a brand new sound. So this one is going to be then. Then we have the word can, can. Then we have run. Another digraph again, same as this one, except for this one has no voice. Sorry, it does. It's this. Go down a row. Then we have the word up. Then we have fun. Then this is a 2-syllable word. Anytime you see this break, this will show that it's 2-syllable. We have hap, and then happy. The py could be over here in the open syllable. And when it's the second syllable of a word or more, that Y is always going to say E. Right here, we have help. Help. You can hear all sounds. This one right here is a 2-syllable word. We have pawn, a pawn. I might say once upon a time. Then we're going to go over here. We have not. If I know not, I know hot, I know pot, I know tot, I know shot. Lots of different words I can know if I know ought. Then this one right here, we have another digraph at the end. That TH or H brother says this word is with. This is another 2-syllable word. Okay, I put the dot in between it. We have et. Looks like pret. E, but this E is making the I sound, and then we put a heart right underneath that because we're showing that this E is not making the E sound, it's making the short I sound. Pret, T, is the word pretty or a pretty? The word is pretty. All right, another thing that we learn early on, that S can make the Z sound in 1-syllable words. So in this one we have 3 sounds, as. This one we have is, and that's just something we need to be flexible with. Is this word has or is it has? Is this word is or is it is? Okay. Then we have this word. We have from. From is not a sight word. The O is making the U sound in this one. We have and literally what we do is we just write it, spell it. How many sounds does it have? 4 sounds. And then who's making those sounds? Well, O's not typically making the sound, so that's why I put it in red up there. Then I'm going to go to these 2 funny words right here, any and many. If you can spell any, you can spell many. Many, or any, is 2 syllables. We have E, 3 sounds. We have 3 letters. So we have the A is saying the F, then it's saying and then the Y, it's the 2nd syllable, so it's going to say that long E sound. N-E, any. Same thing with many, same markings. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm adding an M on the beginning of it, okay? Anytime we have a letter that is not making the sound it should be making, typically we put a heart underneath it, unless it's something that should be, it's a rule, like the Y. So this one I should have had a heart underneath there. but this Y does say E, okay? The Y does say E. Then we have this word down here, old. It's still fitting that vowel consonant pattern. The O is trapped. It should be saying its short vowel sound, but this would be old, not old. So what's the other sound that O makes? Makes its long O sound, which is old. Then we come over here. Anytime we see a WA, and this is something that we recognize in my group an awful lot. Anytime we see a WA, we're gonna go wah, wah, wah. Anytime we go wah, 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 we have WA, we put that up there, wah, nt. If we actually sound out the word the way it looks, wah, nt. Want is not our word. But look at this one right here. We have wah, walk. And that AL is also saying the sound. Last word in the closed syllable is what. We like to have fun with this one. We have a digraph at the beginning. The WH says wah as in whale. And then it looks like at. It looks like wat, but wat is not a word. So we have wah. Who's making this sound right here? Wah is what it sounds like. This is what it looks like. And that is our closed syllables. Closed syllables, okay? Remember, closed syllables are usually going to have short vowel sounds, right? It's usually going to be vowel, consonant, consonant, or vowel, consonant, consonant. And when we talk about that, we're talking about the actual syllables, all right? We're going to move over to the next part. We have open syllables. These syllables end in a vowel. The syllable ends in a vowel, okay? These vowels are usually long vowel sounds, not always. With the word A, you can call this word A, or you can call it This word is always going to be I. It's going to say its name. And when we say that they're long vowel, it doesn't mean they're any longer than anybody else. It just means they're going to say their name. In one syllable words that have a Y at the end, the Y is always a vowel. It's going to say long I. So we have sh, I, b, I, and I. Then when we go down here, we have e, b, e, sh, e, h, e, and w, e. Okay. Here's some more down here. We got no, go, so. Then we have a two-syllable word right here. The first syllable of that word is a closed syllable, which was over there. And then the second syllable is open, and it's hap, p, okay? This one, we kind of talked about this word on the other side already, but I included it on both sides because it has both a closed syllable and an open syllable. Again, this is pret, t-e, pretty. No, pret-e, pretty is the way it looks. All right, now we're gonna go to the word go. A lot of words that start with the sound are going to be a. There are not tons of words that start with a U. If it starts with the sound, more than likely it's going to be an A, saying it's schwa sound, which is that sound. So we have go, a go. Then down here we have the or the, could be either one, and we differentiate that more as we get older. And then we have four tricky ones down here that I always try to teach together. We have who. This digraph, WH, is going to say wh a majority of the time, and sometimes it will say as in who, whom, whose, and whole. Then this one right here, we have d, who. Again, this is another one that's not following the rule. We have two, and we have the number 2. All right. Anytime you see an X over the letter, that shows you that you do not hear it. If I'm going to do this, if I look at this word right here, I'm trying to decide, these are high frequency or sight words. I'm going to see them all the time. Is this word going to be doe? I'm not going to see that word all of the time. Okay, it's going to be do. This word right here would be toe. It's not going to be toe. It is going to be to. And this word right here is not going to be twa or twa-o. It is t-oo, two. All right, now we're gonna move on to vowel consonant E, vowel consonant E. On this one, the vowel is typically long. What happens with this one is if the word ends with an E, then there's a consonant and a vowel before it. The E says, I'll be quiet, jumps backwards over one letter. If you say your name, you have to say what the name of that vowel is, and then the vowels are typically long. This is the movement that we do for it. We draw an arrow backwards to remind students that it goes backwards. And this word I says, I'll be quiet if you say your name. So we have E, here. Same thing. We have I, k, like. We have you, z, and I did not tell you about this, se, or es commonly makes the z sound. So this word right here is you, z. This one, make. This one, a, s. And then we have ci, ce, and cy make the s sound. Again, ci, ce, cy makes the s sound. Now these are some examples of ones that have the same pattern. They mean that vowel consonant E pattern, but they do not work. English words do not end in V. So scaredy cat V always brings an E. In this word I have to be flexible though. The E's there for the V, but I still have to recognize this pattern. Is this word live or is it live? Well, in that instance, it could be either one. It depends on the context you're using it in. This word right here, is it going to be have or is it going to be have? In this word, it's going to be have. But if I add it to the word be, have, then I have an open syllable right here. Open, the E says its name, and I have behave, and this one's going to say its name. Okay? This word right here, come and some, they do where they change what the sound is. Is it going to be comb? Are we going to see comb in our reading a lot? No, we're not going to see the word comb, just like we're not going to see the word some, or some. So this one says this one right here says as well. This one is k, this one is some. Come, if I can spell come, I can spell some. Then we have the word move. It looks like it would be mauve, but mauve is not a word that I know of. So I'm looking that V is there for the E. The E is not working, so I'm going to go move. Then we have four more down here. We have the word once, and we have the word one. I teach the word one just like I would teach this is a square. This is what rectangle. This is what a rectangle looks like. It's always going to look that way, okay? This is what you would teach. This is a circle. Always going to be an oval, okay? Always going to be an oval. You look at this word is always going to be one. O-N-E is one, okay? But when I come over here, now I have this s in here, in the word one, so now it's going to be once. Again, this is a word that's going to be taught like a rectangle or an oval. On this one right here, we have the word where, and we have the word there. We have w, a, w, a, It is not working. It looks like it's a bossy E, but it's not, because then it'd be we're, and we definitely don't want to say we're because that's a contraction for we are, and we don't want to confuse students. So we're going to go w, a, but how do we spell it? W-H-E-R-E. Then we have there. If I can spell where, I can spell there. All I have to do is I have to change that first digraph at the beginning. Where and there. Okay? Got it? All right, here we go. R control. R control is where we're going to have a vowel, then an R, vowel, then an R. We have OR or ORE, AR, and we have IR, ER or UR. OR, we have OR. It's always going to say OR, not always, but a majority of the time it's going to say OR. If I know OR, I know for. This one, I see AR, and I'm going to ignore this E up here. Is it air, or is that word R? We're going to teach them that this word is R, even though it fits over there in that bossy E or the vowel consonant E. This one right here, they're going to recognize that IR right there when they're going to go G, L. Then here, there's that WA again, wah, wah, wah. So we have wa, t, water, water, water. There's our here. Again, we have a closed syllable in the first part, af, and then t, Again, we have a closed syllable, un, and then we have der, under. And then right here we have her. These are the ers. We have er, there is er, ir, and ur, and those all say Then we have ar, says R, like a pirate. And then we have or, and ore. You could add a M, you could add a ST. If you know how to spell one, you know how to make other words out of it, okay? We're gonna go down here to this word. In this word, this ER is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. This is not E, it's not very. Remember the Y is in the second syllable, so it's gonna say E. It is going to be E. Very, 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 okay? Not very, because that's what it looks like, very, okay? It's gonna be very. Then right here, we have that R controlled all the way at the end. We have an open syllable who's not doing what it's supposed to. It's to, digraph right here, th, to, that's a closed syllable. And then together. And this is open syllable, closed syllable, R controlled syllable. The more you learn about these, the easier it will be, and the easier we can help teach kids what they are. Then we go to vowel teams and chunks. Vowel teams and chunks have one or two vowels. This one has one, these have two, okay? And this one over here, these are all gonna be patterns that are gonna be long, okay? These over here are gonna be ones that make brand new sounds, okay? Over here, we have E, double E says E. Again, double E says E as in green. AY says A in day. AY says A in play. Double E says E. AY says A in way. We have an open syllable, two, we learned that already. And then day, AY. Then we have eat, EA, says E. Two vowels go walking. The first one does the talking. Then we have, remember the A at the beginning is going to say a lot of times. We have a, away. Then we have people. Then we have they. This is a chunk. OW is going to say O or ow. So we have grr ow or grr o. Then we have ooh, new, and we're not going to hear that K in that one right there, okay? Here we go in this last section right up here. We have, look, OO is a chunk. You need to know that one. Ooh or good, ooh or you, ooh or ow. Here we go, OU, ooh or ow. Is it oot or is it out? OW is going to be ow or o. Is it down or is it down? OO, oo or school, oo or tool, ow, OU says ow, and around, boy, oi, all, call, all, and ed. This one we put a heart underneath it because AI should be saying A. This word is not said. It's not said. It is said. Okay. A couple more words we have. We have g, I, n. It's not again. So the only thing that's working here is this. We have k, ud. When you see an X over the top of the letter, that means the letter is not making its sound. Would and should. If I can spell could, I can spell would. If I can spell would, I can spell should. And then we have do right here. Remember when I said when we add ES to a word, it makes a Z sound. So now we're going to change do into duh.